Hey there, Internet friends. Trevor Starkey here with another episode of What I Feel Like Fridays. In the full swing of all of my Best of the Year content, I figured for today's What I Feel Like Friday, I wanted to celebrate another top 10 list of one of the other things I got into this year, and that is the wonderful team behind Collider's movie trivia Schmoedown. Christian Harloff, Mark Ellis, Emma Fife, Ken Knapsack, everybody else behind the scenes who does amazing work over there has put on a truly incredible show. Great, fun movie trivia, as well as the little peppering in of wrestling personality and competition and promos and faces and heels and all that fun stuff. So it's been a ton of fun to get into that this year. So I came up with my list of my 10 favorite Schmoedown competitors from 2017. Coming in at number 10, Nick Scarpino. Probably the weakest competitor on my list, admittedly, but as a kind of funny fan and best friend, I would be remiss not to include him. And despite his not always stellar showing, he always comes in, has a good time, and is the producer seducer indeed. Coming in at number 9, we have Team Top That, formerly known as Team IGN. In their debut match, it was Team IGN versus Team Nerdist, and me and my friend Lauren Wilson, who works at Nerdist, had a fun little back and forth on Twitter because I've done some freelance stuff for IGN, so I was super happy to see my IGN team come out on top there. I was sad when Eric Goldman left IGN to go be part of Marvel, but I was glad that they were able to kind of still keep the team together and just morph it from Team IGN to Team Top That. I look forward to seeing them continue on in 2018. Number 8, Sam Witwer, who just put on one of the best matches, probably the best match of the year in the Star Wars Iron Man match in the Schmoedown Spectacular recently. Phenomenal work, came down to the wire, and he ended up pulling it ahead. Just great, crazy encyclopedic knowledge of Star Wars. It's absurd and disgusting, and I don't know how anybody has all of that locked in their heads, but he does, and good for him. Right alongside him at number 7 is Ken Knapsack, who, in addition to, being just great with the Star Wars knowledge, has just been fun all year. I loved all the stuff that he did with Nerds Watch and Rachel Cushing. I absolutely am a huge sucker for his heel turn here at the end of the year, going to the dark side and joining the Lion's Den and all that. It's been a wonderful, fun, just great wrestling moment when he went bad. Just perfect, pitch perfect. Number 6, we have one of the people I knew outside of the Collider sphere going into watching movie trivia Schmoedown stuff, and that is Mark Andreyko. And he makes the list here in particular, not only for just being just an awesome guy, and I love his love and a lot of the stuff that he's done. I loved him here, especially at the end of the year, coming in and switching from heel in the Lion's Den and leaving them to join Emma Fife's new team or stable. It'll be interesting to see where he goes, because I always felt like he was just he's not a heel. He's too nice of a guy to be a heel. So I look forward to seeing him on the light side of things. But he also makes the spot because, of course, he had that phenomenal moment in the free for all where he took out 4 of the best competitors in the league in one go. That XX5XX, just a beautiful moment. One of the early moments I saw coming into the league, and yeah, just phenomenal stuff. In at number 5, we have the Patriots, the team everybody loves to hate, hates to love. They had a hell of a year, going all year, keeping the belts. Good for them. You can't. They definitely own up to the heel personas, and JTE and Schneider, they kill it, but they know their stuff too, so they can back it up. Number 4, we have Rachel the Crusher Cushing. It's been a ton of fun seeing her from the first thing I saw her in, I think, was the Inner Geekdom 5-way, right? Yeah, I feel like that's right. And I think just her Inner Geekdom knowledge is phenomenal. I look forward to seeing her maybe up against Inman in the near future, but she just also expanded out of the geek sphere into singles and team tournament stuff, and yeah, great stuff there. I applaud her almost holding her own, she did hold her own, but almost coming away with a victory in the handicap match when Ken turned to the dark side. So kudos to her. Kudos to a great year for her. I'm sure she's going to take the Rookie of the Year award. In at number 3, we have the Outlaw, John Roca, who was the champion when I got into the league and was really rocking the heel persona and really doing some good stuff there. He's great in Team Top 10, and one of my favorite moments of the year was midway through the year when he managed to do the face turn, and was a face for the second half of the year, and so kudos to him for really getting into the wrestling spirit of it all as well. I look forward to seeing the Four Horsemen rebuild maybe in 2018. Number 2, Sam Levine. Sam Levine just crazy, winning both of the Ultimate Schmoedown singles and team tournaments, winning the free-for-all. Admittedly, he came in pretty late in the free-for-all, and then ending the year as the singles champion. That's like almost a perfect year. If he had taken the singles and team championships, he would have been. I mean, he's already up there among the best of all time. It would seem in the Schmoedown, but I definitely think he was from a player perspective, he was the player of the year certainly. But my number 1 goes to Miss Movies, Brianne Chandler, and yeah, I don't care. She's a friend of mine. She's the reason I got into the movie trivia Schmoedown. She sold me on it, told me about it, and was just a ton of fun every time to watch on it. And I love shooting her texts and stuff afterwards, and congratulating her or saying, oh, I made the same mistake with that stupid Olaf lyric. So I don't begrudge her at all. She was great in the Glow episode. She has the best entrances every time. She puts her all into it, and you can see that in the training and studying she does outside of the little vignettes we see. And yeah, she's just phenomenal, and I look very much forward to seeing her relationship with Mike Kolanowski evolve. Yeah, it'll be fun. So those are my top 10 movie trivia Schmoedown competitors of 2017. If you watched the movie trivia Schmoedown, let me know who some of your favorites are in the comments below. If you don't, go check it out over at Collider. It's really good stuff, really great movie trivia, really deep movie trivia, but it's also got a fun taste of WWE kind of wrestling mixed in there for entertainment purposes. So definitely check it out. As always, I've been your host, Trevor Starkey from TrevorTrove.com. You can follow me at SnarkyStarkey on Twitter. And until next time, from here at the Trove, treasure your friends.